Do you love to travel, but don't necessarily love to pack? If that's you, this video is something I think you'll be interested in. Hi, my name is Shelley Hitz. I'm a get it done author coach. I help you get the first draft out of your head onto paper in a record time. But I also love to travel. I travel a lot for speaking engagements, but also just for fun. My husband and I love to do little weekend trips around Colorado where we live, and we love to travel. But recently we were getting ready to go away for a weekend in the mountains, and I posted on my personal Facebook page how I love to travel, but I don't love to pack. I actually dread it. And I asked the question, can anyone else relate? And it was really interesting because I got a ton of comments. And so there were a lot of people that were kind of in a similar situation as me. Well, I have a couple really, really smart friends, and they gave me some tips that I put to use right away. One of the tips that came up was to consider using packing cubes. Have you ever heard of packing cubes? Well, I started doing a ton of research, and I ended up purchasing these packing cubes from Shack Pack. But it came with these 3 different packs, and what you do is you are able to pack almost like you have one of my friends said, it's almost like you have a dresser drawer in your suitcase. These are great for driving too. I recently used these on my last trip this past weekend. It was like one night away, but I was testing them out. So it's great whether you drive or fly. You don't have to be flying, but it just keeps you organized. So what these packing cubes are, they're zipper packs. And then you can fit a ton of stuff in here. This one is all of like my socks and underwear and stuff like that. They have bigger ones that have more space. This one here, I have like my pajamas and some other things in them. But the cool things about packing cubes is that actually you can many times fit more into your space because you're able to like roll some of the things, fold some of the things. And these packing cubes had really good reviews on Amazon. They're called the Shack Pack, S-H-A-C-K-E, Shack Pack. And then it came also with a laundry bag. So just this real simple little laundry bag. And what I did then is the second tip. So the first tip is using packing cubes. The second tip is to have double of a lot of the things that you use when you travel. So one of my friends recommended, of course, I already have like a second toothbrush and toothpaste, second deodorant, things like that, because of course I've forgotten them before, especially when I'm going to speak. I want to be able to brush my teeth and have deodorant. Amen. But one of my friends also recommended to have a second pair of pajamas and second pairs of like socks and underwear and things like that. And true story, on a recent speaking engagement trip, I forgot a slip. I had a dress to wear when I was speaking. I forgot my slip. So I actually also have a second slip, just so I don't forget it again. So what I did was I went shopping. I got a second pair of PJs and some more socks and underwear and all that sort of thing. Then when I come home from a trip, I can just do my laundry and I can repack my packing cube with all of those essential items. They're already ready to go. They're already packed. You can actually even pack a few outfits. I have a few outfits like a running outfit, because a lot of times my husband and I will go running or hiking when we're on our trip. I have a fleece that I like to wear sometimes. And so you can pack some of the general things that you're gonna have all the time. Have it ready. I have my carry-on laid out in my bedroom right now, and I have these packing cubes already ready. And so, it really didn't take me very long at all to pack this last time. Another little thing that I found on Amazon, and I haven't used it yet, it just came in today, and this is an eBags toiletry bag. Now I have a toiletry bag that I use. I think it's from Mary Kay, but the thing with the toiletry bag I'm using is it's really thick. This one is really thin and it lays flat. And then the other thing is it opens up and it has a hook. My other one has a hook too, but it has a hook, has a lot of different compartments and pockets and all sorts of things that you can use. And so this comes from eBags. I like this color. Red is my favorite color, but guess what? This is my branding colors. These are Author Audience Academy colors, the red and the teal. So I thought, how fun is that? And so those are just 2 quick travel tips. I am still learning. I'm still wanting to perfect my system. One of the things I recently realized is I remembered my top 5 values. I teach this in Author Audience Academy for you to identify what are your top 5 values, and then your actions should line up with those values. Well, 2 of my top 5 values are freedom and adventure. And yet so many times I'm also an activator, achiever from Strength Finders. And so I'm always in work mode when I'm at home and I'm here. So I told my husband, I was like, you know, my values and his are too are freedom and adventure. We need to take more little getaways. We don't have children right now. And so I want to make it easier for myself. I don't want to dread the packing. I want to be able to pick up and go. And so these little tools will help me. Again, I recommend the packing cubes by Shack Pack. And it comes with a package of 3. And then it comes with a laundry bag. And I recently did use the laundry bag too on my trip. And then I also have this little thin toiletry bag from eBags, and it has a hanging hook. It fits easily in your bag. And then the other tip is just to simply have a second pair of pajamas, socks, underwear, things that you can always keep packed. I have this cube, it's packed with those things, ready to go on my next adventure, ready to go on my next trip. And so I have those things. I even went and I got a real small brush, and I really just made sure I had a second of almost everything that I could ready, packed, so that I can not dread packing and enjoy the adventures this summer. Oh, and one of my friends did give me a link to a packing checklist. So I'll make sure to include the link to the packing cubes that I used, the toiletry bag. You can get whatever works best for you. I'll put those links in, and I'll also put a link to a packing checklist. What I did was I had it sent to my email, and then I created my own customized packing list in Google Docs based upon that. So that's a great tip. I haven't perfected the whole packing list thing, but I definitely want to still kind of go through it and see, what's going to work best for me. Having systems, having lists. So I know some of you are not list people, but having these systems actually conserves brain power. Anybody else want to conserve brain power? Because we don't have to think about it. We can almost go into like an autopilot mode of like, okay, check, 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 and be able to just make sure we're not missing anything. True story. I mean, I have forgotten very, very key things. I already told you, I forgot a slip for a speaking engagement for a dress I was wearing recently. Another speaking engagement, I forgot pajamas. Like, I just didn't pack them. So I definitely need a list. I need a system. My secret sauce with productivity and all that I've been able to get accomplished is systems. And basically a system is just a simple checklist. So definitely try that as well. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.